Hi guys. I'm alive. I'm healthy for now. Um, it is February 3rd, 2020. Let's see. I'm in Beijing and it is currently, we're in the midst of the 2019-2020 coronavirus outbreak. So I guess I wanted to let people know that I was okay. And also, I don't know, give a little bit of a inside look as to what's going on in Beijing at least. So if you don't know, the epicenter of the outbreak is Wuhan, which is in central China. Beijing is actually pretty far away from that. Right now in Beijing, there's like around 200 cases of the virus, which is not a lot compared to the population of Beijing. It's a very large city. And also, being a large city, being the capital of China, there's a lot of resources here and people live generally like a very comfortable life. So the worst effects are not really being felt here. But in any case, I just wanted you guys to know about some stuff that's been going on. So let's see. One thing is, again, this is all in Beijing at least, and even then, like, it's only in my district that I'm really aware of because I haven't left to go anywhere very far recently. So I'm only just speaking to like my area. Anyway, I live in Daxing district. If you don't know, the new airport is here, although it's technically not even in Beijing, but the new airport is here. And there's like a little over 20 cases with like people already have recovered from the cases here as well. Like 2 people have recovered. And there's like almost 2 million people that live in Daxing, this district. So, which is insane. At least that's what I found. That's the number I found like online. And so 20 people of like 2 million, not a super big deal yet, but everyone is super cautious. Okay, very cautious. And I want you to understand the way we normally live our lives. Okay. And by we, I mean a lot of people, but especially me. Delivery of many things makes my life very simple. I often get food delivered to my apartment. Okay, it's very cheap, it's very convenient. Online shopping, they will bring packages, again, like everyone knows, online shopping everywhere is very convenient. It's just so common here. Like, it's so affordable. Like, if I'm not home, like, they have like these like smart cubbies to like put the packages in so that I can still get them and they can't be like taken by people, although no one ever takes packages, honestly. So it's like very much ingrained into our lives. Like within my neighborhood, my complex, whatever, I don't know what to call it, like community. It's like a bunch of apartments in like one block. Like we have 2 different places that have all these like package cubby things. Because everyone relies so much on just buying things online. Again, so online shopping, getting food delivered to my apartment, just things I've taken for granted, okay? Because now most communities, in an effort to like keep safe, they have essentially like banned outside like vehicles from entering the complex and just outsiders in general. Like if you are a resident, you can go like leave and come back, obviously. But now, so there's actually 2 entrances and exits for pedestrians to my community, and now they made it so there's only 1 entrance so that every person has to be like, be accounted for, or like be accounted for more efficiently, I guess, than if there were 2 different entrances for pedestrians. So they're not letting outside vehicles in, which means that the and technically not even outside people. So the delivery people cannot come inside the complex. I think that also includes coming inside to go to the cubbies, which are right next to the door, like the entrances. They're not allowed to go inside for that. So if you want something delivered, you have to like meet them out, like outside of the complex, which for me is far because of course I live close to the south entrance, and the entrance they decided to keep open was the north entrance. So I have to walk all the way there, which takes like, you know, like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. So I cook a lot more now because I don't want to walk outside for that. And although the thing is I walk every day because I have been walking every day because, well, you'll see, I took a video yesterday of me going outside because I had a foster dog that I have to walk. And so I walk out every day, and when we come in, this is my favorite thing. Okay, so I think we officially became closed off. Like the community became closed off like 3 or 4 days ago, like 4 days ago. And I found out because I'd ordered delivery, and the people called me saying like, hey, just so you know, we can't get into the compound anymore. Like we can't get into the community anymore. So if you want it, like we can still send it, but you have to meet us out there. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's when we got closed off. And like, that was all I knew, was that they weren't letting other people in. And then the next day I went out with my dog and I came back, and there was a couple trying to get into the entrance. And I knew again that it was supposed to be closed off to outsiders. And what I saw, so we have security guards, okay? We always have security guards. And I swear, like, not even for a split second, I swear for a long time I thought what I saw was the security guard holding a gun up to this, like, woman's head. And I was, like, standing, like, I was kind of far away, like, with my dog, and I was, like, looking at this, like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, what is going to happen? And then I realized he was taking her temperature. Yeah, so it was like one of those handheld thermometer, like digital thermometers. And so then like they got let in after that. And so then I went, and that's when I learned that they were taking our temperatures to let us in. And so the person took my temperature, and they, you know, super nice. The security guard's super nice. He was saying, oh, like, how often do you take your dog out? Oh, you take it out, like, you take it, like, out to, like, walk. That's so nice of you. Super sweet. And then the next couple, like, since then, like, I know, like, once I get in, they need to take my temperature, again, to keep ourselves sane, I guess, to make us feel better. And so I did this a couple times, and like security guard knows me, knows the dog. And then I guess 2 days ago, I came in and they took my temperature, and like they never showed me my temperature, and they never told me my temperature. But then 2 days ago, the security guard like showed me and told me something. And he was like, it's, oh yeah, 33, like 33.2 degrees or something. And I was like, huh, okay. And I went in, and I was like, I wonder if I had like a low fever or something. And I swore the number I saw and the number he said was like 33.2, but maybe I misread it and it was an 8 and not a 3, like 38.2. And I was like, oh, well, if I had a slight fever, maybe that's why he wanted to like let me know I had a slight fever, but I think he would have like said he would have done something if I had a fever. Like that's why they're taking temperatures. So I was like, oh, interesting. So I went home, took my temperature. I was like, oh, it's normal. And then the next day, he took my temperature, and he was like, yeah, 35.4, normal, like healthy. And he was like, go in. And I was like, okay, this definitely isn't right. Like, I I'm just like in my mind, I'm just like, I don't know what the point of them taking our temperature is if like the readings are not accurate. Like it would, like if I had a fever and my temperature would still probably be under 37 degrees because of whatever's happening with this thermometer. Just so you know, normal, like, yeah, body temperature in Celsius, centigrade, whatever, is like 37-ish. And if you have a temperature of like 33 or 35, that's like really far below normal body temperature. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I've been very cooperative with that. But again, like the first day when I saw him hold up the thermometer up to that woman's head, I was like, I literally thought like something had happened that I missed. Like there was something that, like, things got way worse in the past like couple hours than, I had imagined they had been. But anyway, yeah, so we've been doing temperature checks. And yeah, just like going out with our masks, washing our hands. You guys can look at the video I took yesterday outside to get a look at, what we were doing, I guess, to keep ourselves sane. Other than that, my dad had a great idea. My parents called me to talk to me about this, to use like those like full snorkeling masks, not the like goggles and snorkel, like the full face ones. And then so, as a way to like, in case I run out of surgical masks or my like normal like face respiratory mask things, that I could use those instead. Yeah, we had a long talk about that. Yeah, so people are just kind of worried, I guess, about like not having enough masks. Not too concerned about that. We're not in a position right now where everyone has to like go out all the time. So that's good. Anyway, yes. You can look at the video. Hey guys, I am outside walking my foster pup. Where is she? I see you. And I go outside every day. Most people are trying to get their outdoor exercise, so usually there's actually a lot of people out walking. But today is different. There was snow earlier today, so the ground's wet. I think people are staying inside more. We're still going outside. It's nice because we need to, exercise to keep healthy. And also it's nice because you're pretty far away from other people when you're outdoors. Other than that, we are on occasion going to the grocery store. By we, I just mean people in general. That's kind of it. It's the one like place where you're gonna be around people you don't know, people outside of your home. Going to the grocery store. I just realized there's like a dog hair in front of my lens that is actually kind of visible. But we're, managing. It's nice, seeing other people walk dogs, seeing families out playing together. I mean, everyone's just on extended vacation right now, so, it's unfortunate you can't really like go on public transportation. At least most people aren't, because we don't, we're kind of not wanting to get sick, although chances are we wouldn't get sick anyway. This is the outdoor portion, I guess, of this video. Just so you know that we're not just all being closed off inside. We're actually recommended, to be active, to keep ourselves healthy, and more likely to be able to fight off any illnesses. And and getting fresh, clean air is very good for you. So we're all also recommended to, you know, keep our windows open often so that there's a good airflow. But yeah, I mean, technically I probably shouldn't even need to wear a mask now because there's literally no one here. But I'm kind of just used to, as soon as I walk outside, I'm wearing a mask. And once I go inside, I take it off, inside my home at least. Not inside anywhere else. But yeah. Hey, Pee-Pee. Pee-Pee, come here. You can see this puppo running to me. Hey, hello, baby. Hi. Do you want to say hello? Okay, yeah, okay. All right. See you guys later. Okay. So I wanted to initially take this video here at home to also let you guys get a better look at my foster dog. Her name is Pee-Pee. But actually, after I took that video outside yesterday, a very interesting series of events, took place. They unfolded. So after I took that video, I was taking Pee-Pee home. We left that field, we were gonna walk home, and I kind of felt like, oh, you know what? I think she has more energy. I want to go back and let her run some more and play some more. So I actually took her back to that field. And when I went back to the field, there was another dog. Another dog. I don't remember if it was already there. He showed up. And the dog was with his owners. It was a couple. And Pee-Pee is 18 months old. She is playful. She is high energy. She's crazy sometimes. And she doesn't get to play that much. There are some dogs. I mean, there are actually a lot of dogs around us, but the timing, everyone's kind of far apart, and the times we go out may be different. And a lot of the dogs are older, or they're smaller breeds that don't run as much or can't run as quickly. It's just not always the best opportunity for her to play. She doesn't always have that chance. And she and this dog, oh my gosh, they were having so much fun. This dog, his name is Lucky, and I actually had seen him before once. I think I do believe I saw him before one time, from a distance. And I actually was kind of aware of this dog because of some of the other dog owners in my area, mentioning him. And so she's playing with this dog. They're around the same size. And they're just having so much fun, seriously. So his owners, they're having fun too. They're excited that he has this playmate, and they're saying wow, we've never taken him here before. We've never realized that this field was here. It's our first time taking him here. And this is a place that I've been taking her to recently, because a lot of dog owners have been taking their dogs there, because it's a field that's still kind of being made, built, or it's finished, but it's not finished. So it's next to this really new gym, athletic center gym place. And it's not finished yet, so people aren't really using it as much. It's a pretty nice space. But yeah, it hasn't really been used yet, so it's a good place for dogs. There's not really dog parks in China, at least that I know of. So this has been a good place because there's not people, there's not cars, and yeah, the dogs can run in a pretty big space. So they're running, they're having so much fun, and I talked to this couple, and I asked them do you live around here? Because they said that they've never brought him here before. And they're yeah, we live in that community right over there. And I was oh, that I live there too. And that's when I realized this was the dog that I had seen before, and that other people had talked about, because these are actually my neighbors. I was oh, okay, that's great. Yeah, this is a really good place for the dogs to play. I'm really glad like these two are getting along. They can play really well because like she needs to be able to like play. And you know, the owners like kind of felt the same way. And the man, he was saying at one point he said something like, "Oh, like, man, like Pee Pee is such a good dog. Like this is such a great dog. Like if we could get a dog like Pee Pee, that would be perfect. Like to like keep Lucky company. Like as a second dog, she'd be such a good dog, like a dog like her." And I was like, "Oh, well, actually, I'm just a foster. Like I'm just fostering her. Like I've been trying to find an adopter for her." And he was like, "Really? Like, okay, well, would you want to like have us adopt her? Like, would you want to give the dog to us?" Or would you be okay with that? Like, we'd really love it. And like his wife was like, "Hey, like don't be like really like don't rush into whatever. Like don't just be swayed like by whatever current emotion you have." And he's like, "No, you know, like I've been meaning to get a second dog. Like I've always wanted to get like another dog to keep, you know, Lucky company, and so that we can like raise two dogs together." And Lucky's actually like 7 or 8 years old, so I mean, yeah, but he's really energetic. So he was like, "No, like she's really great, like, and they get along really well, and they are like the same, like they match up together." And by the way, Pee Pee is spayed, so it's not like that. Although it might have been if she wasn't spayed, I'm pretty sure they would have like. He pretty much suggested that he would have had them breed or something. But she's spayed. So I was like, you know, I don't really mind. Like, I wouldn't be against it. Like, I would definitely be open to this idea. Like, as long as like there's someone that really wants her, like, I'm happy. But let's figure out, let's have another play date for them, like tomorrow. Okay. And he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's do that." And like we set a time, we'll come to this place again, have a play date. And like he kind of mentioned like we could even like bring her home after that. Like we could take her home after that. And just like to have like see how things work out. And I was like, yeah. I wasn't really thinking they were actually going to do that. I was just like, "Oh, well, let's have this play date and like have them play more tomorrow." And today we had our play date, and of course, I mean, they were getting along super well. And it was just like, he was just like, "Yeah, so if you're okay with it, like, we'd love to take her back. Like, we'd love to bring her home to our home and like see how she gets along with Lucky at home and see if it's a good fit for us. And like, we can like talk about any issues we have and whatever. And if it doesn't work out, like we'll let you know, and we'll let you know like either way what we decide after a couple days, like testing this out." And I was like, "Oh, well, I mean, I guess, sure." I was kind of hesitant because like I hadn't brought anything with me, but like they have a dog, so they actually have a lot of stuff for dogs. They even like brought some food for her and like water, and like she was really into their food. So I was like, I mean, I guess it's okay. Like, I don't have a real reason to not. Like, I got all the information I needed from them. I got, you know, all their contact information, including like their official ID and things like that. And so I was like, I guess that's okay. Like, yeah, like if it works out, that's really good. If not, like I'm here, like we're neighbors. So if it doesn't work out, like I'm here. And if you decide to keep her, like all the stuff you can easily pick up from my place and I can give it to you, whatever. And it just sort of happened. And so she went home with them today. Again, it's like a trial period. I was already kind of prepared for that because I knew it was a possibility in my mind. Like I even started like cleaning up some of her stuff today and like cleaning up my room. Mostly because I thought maybe they would come by and like see what her situation has been, but they're like, "No, it's like fine. Like if she's comfortable at her home, like then that's great. If there's any issues, like we'll let you know." And I was like, "Okay, well, I know where they live." And yeah, they just like really like her. So I was happy. Like I was, for a long time I was worried like she may not get adopted. I wasn't like going through all the like jumping through all the hoops yet. You know, I wasn't in that rush to like get her adopted. But I had definitely gone through steps to like get her listed on some places and getting her ready in case she was going to be adopted by like a foreign family that was going to take her abroad, to make sure she was like eligible to be taken abroad. But they're local, so I was like, yeah, I mean, it's probably okay. I was worried mostly because she's a little older. Like, she's not a puppy. She's 18 months, and she's like a mixed breed. You know, like in China, there's still a lot. Like, there are a lot of pet owners now, a lot of dog owners now, but a lot of people are stuck in the like, what kind of breed of dog do I want mentality. But she's like great. But she's definitely like a mixed breed. But yeah, they really loved her immediately, which is awesome. And it was so funny, like while they were playing today, another dog came and his owner was there, his or her, I don't know. And like, so Lucky's owner, the man, was like talking to this other dog owner about like how like, oh yeah, we're thinking of adopting this dog right here to play with Lucky, because they knew these two knew each other. Like these two dogs, I don't know, I guess all the dog owners around here know each other except for me. Like I think they have a group, like a group chat. I'm not in it. I'm not technically a dog owner either. And he was saying like it's so crazy. Like yesterday, for some reason, like we had never taken him to this field before, and yesterday we just decided, oh, let's check out this area, like what's over here, and we saw it, and then this dog was here. And I didn't even say that. Like, I had already left earlier, and I decided to come back. And he was, like, saying, yeah, like, for so long, I've wanted to get this second dog. And I've just never found a dog that, like, really seemed to, like, match well with Lucky. Like, didn't seem to get along with him or, like, be the right level of, like, energetic for him. And then I mentioned that I wanted this second dog and it would be great. Like, this is such a great dog. And then she was just like, oh, well, I'm actually looking for someone to adopt her. And I was like thinking about it. Yeah, it's like kind of crazy. Like, it just happened. So yeah, she's not here right now. Otherwise, I would have had her in this video. She's a sweetheart. She's this total goof. I guess I can post pictures or something. Whatever, but she's total goofball. She has a super long neck, and it's so funny sometimes. My friend said she reminded her of a like Dr. Seuss character because she's like really lanky. But she's adorable. But yeah, so right now she's not here. And I mean, I hope it works out. So maybe she'll never be back here, which is okay with me. But yeah, so that was that. Sorry, this is a super long tangent. I'm okay. Things are okay. We are surviving. We are living our lives. This is a long video, so I guess I can reward you with some information. Ah, yes. I haven't worn a bra in like a week. It's been nice. Like, I haven't had to do anything. I haven't had to go anywhere. Just go outside, like, go to the grocery store, whatever. You're wearing, like, a down jacket, like, all the time. It's cold here, by the way. So I'm just like, whatever. Doesn't matter. Well, anyway, thanks for listening. I just wanted people to know, I guess, what's up. So, yeah, I mean, we're okay. I'm okay. I'm fine for now. So, keep everyone in Wuhan in your thoughts. You know, they're having a very difficult time right now. I have relatives who have family in Wuhan, like my aunt's family is from Wuhan, and some of them are actually like medical workers, like doctors and things like that. So it is very stressful for a lot of people right now. It's very emotional for a lot of people right now. I will say that like it's so interesting because the immediate comparison is to SARS. And during SARS, this SARS outbreak 2002, 2003, one of the main places was Beijing. Okay. Like that was where a bunch of the deaths were, a lot of the medical professionals who passed away were in Beijing. A lot of the cases were in Beijing. So in Beijing, that is still fresh in people's minds. I mean, that was, yeah, like 17 years ago. And it's still very much a part of people's memory and a part of like, sort of like the collective memory of the city. So even though we're okay, like everyone is kind of thinking back to that. And it was very scary. Like it was a very scary time for people. And often like I talked to people of different ages who were in Beijing at that time, like what they remember about it. You know, was it them being unable to go to school, like just staying home and doing homework that they were still assigned, but not going to school? Or they were college students, like they were quarantined in their dormitory, or, you know, like they talk about their teachers' stories about what they did. Like they would be quarantined and have people send food to, like they would have food sent to them every day or something like that. And it was so interesting. Like this happened before, like I was talking to people about it before this virus outbreak. Like it was just something that would come up. I mean, I'm an English teacher for adults, so I talked to a lot of students of different ages actually, and we have some of our topics about like health and diseases that we discuss, and so it usually comes to talking about the SARS outbreak because that's what people remember and that's what people think about when they think of these like serious like epidemics. So it's so interesting that like I had heard so much from them about this kind of, I don't know, this kind of situation, and now I am kind of living in it, although not nearly this in the same way. You know, like we're not quarantined in the sense that like we can't leave, you know, like I can go outside. I can walk around. I can actually go anywhere. I can go on the subway if I really wanted to, but I don't. So I'm not going to. But yeah, it's just really interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. I just felt like I needed to do something like this. So again, very long video. Thanks for sticking with it, I guess, if you have. But yeah, I guess I'll see you hopefully in the future. But if anything changes, I will hopefully give an update. Yeah. But for now, I'm healthy. And don't feel bad for me because my dog is gone. I'm also cat sitting for my friend. So I still have animals in the house. One animal right now. Who knows? I might end up with another foster dog or something. So who knows? Whatever. Anyway, thanks. I will see you guys some other time.